In the Wiregrass portion of the state of Alabama Veterans Memorial Stadium in Troy. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and the Troy Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with the Troy head coach before the game, he understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Out wide right, it's Miller. At the 35, he's loose. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. The run inside. It's Booth. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's a welcome sight for this defense, man. You got 4 sacks last week. They talked about it. Getting to the quarterback, pressuring him, making him feel uncomfortable. To do it on the first drive, to set the tone, to show him we're coming just like we were last week. It's a good start by this defense.
Fires to the big fella, and they swarm him under.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Quick give. It's Griffin. He's got the first down. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll give it to him again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's Crowder. Holds on. It's Dortch. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Griffin. There's some daylight. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw one first. Looking left. Pulls it in. It's Lott. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Tells the run, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Oh, it's blocked. Flying down the left side. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Trojans. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Hits inside. It's Griffin. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Looking to pass. It's Crowder. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get point.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oh, they block it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. From deep, it's White. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Griffin. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Crowder. Left side, it's Griffin. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking for space, it's Griffin.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the 1st. On the stop.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On target. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Just smothered on the play.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Takes a snap, wants to throw. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Moves the pocket. It's Crowder. Back's got it on the screen. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires immediately. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Complete. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Finds a man in the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Touchdown, Troy. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense putting points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, it's Booth. Crosses the 30. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. He's at the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming, and then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Straight ahead, it's Lovett. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Sells the run, looking to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And wings it incomplete.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw an incompletion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the run, it's Lovett. They knock him down right there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Third and long right here. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Sets his feet. It's Baker. Turns it upfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Moving the pocket, it's Baker. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilkerson. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Took a shot as he threw. Gets rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Drops back on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Worley. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Oregon taking on the Clemson Tigers. And it's the home squad looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's blocked. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Sets his feet. It's Crowder. With the catch, it's Lovett. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
They were all over it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Back to pass, it's Baker. Makes the grab.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Burrowing for yardage. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Here comes the heat. And he gets rid of it.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run. Shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Baker. Look out. Just got rid of that one.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
The run inside. It's Booth. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Got it looking for a first. There he goes. Got enough space. He is in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
3rd and long coming up. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Takes the handoff, it's Lovett. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this...
Makes the catch, and he's free. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The pitch to the left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Caught. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll run him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance.
Touchdown, Troy! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. He's looking to throw. And the sticky fingers makes that two-point conversion decision a good one.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Got his man. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Bulldogs right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Quick give. It's Miller. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Hits the hole. It's Booth. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. Plows his way ahead. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Escapes the pressure to his right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
2nd and long here. He'll set up to throw. Nearly intercepted.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Hauls it in. Oh, what a cut! They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that...
And he's in! Touchdown, Bulldogs! The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Bulldogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Hits inside, it's Lovett. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Drops back, it's Crowder. Out wide right, it's Worley. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Unloads to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Back to throw, it's Baker. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Tight end now in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Got his man. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
4th down, gotta have it here. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You've got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win. Obviously, you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.